Hey everyone, Swampfox here. On to Warriors for Legion. Now, Warriors, a lot of skills were removed, core skills rather, but they were put into talents. So there's high custom ability for Arms and Fury. Prot, not so much, but still a lot of room to, play, fit your play style. Just read from Battle.net's website there for I'll quote it. One notable goal for Warriors in Legion is to significantly expand their custom ability through talents, especially Arms and Fury, as I said. Both specs now have 5 rows of core throughput talents, mostly different from Arms and Fury 2, with a strong mix of active rotational abilities, passive procs, cooldowns, and other interesting effects. You'll find old favorites like Overpower, Heroic Strike, and Opportunity Strikes, returning classics like Avatar, Dragon Roar, and Stormbolt, along with a host of brand new talent. Sounds pretty interesting to me. Let's take a look at the specs. On to Fury, my favorite warrior spec. You still have Bloodthirst, melee attack with a short cooldown that generates rage and heals you. Rampage, very strong melee attack that consumes rage and causes you to become enraged. Raging Blow is still roughly the same, melee attack that generates rage and is usable only while you're enraged. This one's new, Furious Slash, melee attack that increases the chance for your next Bloodthirst to deal a critical strike. Old favorite, Whirlwind, melee attack that damages all nearby enemies and increases the number of targets hit by your next Bloodthirst or Rampage. And Enrage is the new passive, Bloodthirst critical strikes enrage you, massively increasing your attack speed. So you want to be enraged most of the time to increase your attack speed in those dual wielding two hands. Alright, on to Fury's talents. As stated before, Arms and Fury have a plethora of new talents to play with, and that's where most of your core abilities and passives are going to be coming from. But the two that I liked most are two passives. War Machine, at the level 15 talent, killing a target grants you 30% haste and 30% movement speed for 10 seconds. That's a lot of haste and a lot of movement speed. This can be fun in a raid. But I certainly see it being used for PvP. That 30% movement speed for 10 seconds, especially being a passive, is kind of nice. And the second one is Frothing Berserker. I just love the name. When you reach 100 rage, your damage is increased by 10% and your movement speed is increased by another 30% for 6 seconds. Now, those two talents in conjunction with each other sound pretty nuts. That's a 60% movement speed for 6 seconds if they work in tandem with one another. So it'll be interesting to see. You'll see Fury Warriors just zipping across the raid instance or battleground. All right, on to Arms Warriors. I'm not too familiar with these, but I'll do my best. Mortal Strike, a strong melee attack with a short cooldown that consumes rage. I'm pretty sure that's always been there. Colossal Smash, melee attack on cooldown that increases the damage done by your other abilities for a short time. If I'm not mistaken, that used to do break armor, like 100% of armor, or a certain percentage. Slam looks to be the same, melee attack that consumes rage. Execute, which is, pretty much Warrior's Hammer of Wrath. Strong melee attack that consumes rage and is only usable on targets with low health. Whirlwind, Arms Warriors have Whirlwind, but they also have Blade Storm, so why you would ever use Whirlwind is beyond me. And the passive Tactician. Spending your rage sometimes resets the remaining cooldowns on Colossal Smash. So Colossal Smash will be your primary ability. Doesn't really sound too different from the past specs. Oh well. Alright, on to the Arms talent. As mentioned before for Fury, there is a lot to play with here, so you'll see a lot of different variety Arms Warriors with you when you're grouped up. Two that I like are Overpower and Avatar. These used to be abilities for warriors a while back. I can't remember how far, but I'm so glad they brought those back because I definitely missed Avatar and Overpower. Overpowers the enemy, causing 3.7k physical damage, cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried, and has a 60% increased chance to critically strike. All your melee attacks have a chance to activate Overpower. So this is pretty much like if it procs, hit that thing. And Avatar is the Avenging Wrath of Warriors. Transform into a Colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage and removing all roots and snares. ever played Heroes of the Storm, I'm sure you're plenty familiar with Avatar and how overpowered that can be. All right, on to Prot Warriors. One of my favorite tanks. Overall, the core of Prot Warriors hasn't changed too much since Draenor. It's a lot of shield-based abilities, such as Shield Slam. Slams the target with your shield, causing physical damage. Then there's Shield Wall, reduces all damage taken by 40% for 8 seconds. Spell Reflect raises your shield, reflecting spells cast on you and reducing magical damage you take by 30%. Lasts 5 seconds or until a spell is reflected. And there's Shield Block. Raise your shield, blocking every melee attack against you for 6 seconds. These blocks can be critical blocks, increasing Shield Slam's damage by 30% while active. That's pretty much it for defensive cooldowns that are shield related. There's also Ignore Pain. Fight through the pain, ignoring 90% of the next up to 25k damage you take from any resources. And it's based on rage spent. As for offensive abilities, there's Devastate. A direct strike dealing 3k physical damage, 30% chance to reset the cooldown on Shield Slam. And Revenge. That's pretty much it for active cooldowns. Swinging in a wide arc, dealing 4k damage to all enemies in front of you. Your successful dodges and parries reset the remaining cooldown in your Revenge up to once per 3 seconds. And then obviously Thunderclap, because Thunderclap. I don't think they're ever getting rid of Thunderclap for Warriors. If they did, we'd riot. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. There'll be more Legion videos up as soon as I find time. Stay tuned.